out there, Crazy Tupperware Mary. I am going to be showing you some things that you can do with the breakfast maker Tupperware. And first thing I'm going to do is I put a couple tablespoons of water in here. And I'm going to make some steamed vegetables. Put my broccoli in here. Got a couple of cauliflower. You can put your veggies in here. There's some carrots in. Now, I'm going to take the veggies that I just put in here, put the top on. We're going to go in the mic. I'm going to go ahead and put together another recipe. You will be amazed at this one. So first thing we need to do for this recipe is to cut a tomato into chunks. Knives, Tupperware does, Chef Series knives. And I'm just going to take this, go right through this tomato. Look at this. No effort at all. No snagging on the skin. Just cutting through like butter. So taking this, and I'm going to dice it up. I'm just going to put it right here in the breakfast maker. I know, I'm Southern, cutting it like this. A lot of people are like, oh no. But anyway, so I diced up my tomato in there. It calls for peppers and different things like that. Or peppers, that's what it calls for, peppers. I don't care for peppers, so I'm going to improvise and use an onion. You cut the top off first, then you cut the root. Helps you not to cry so much. My little trash bowl there. And then I always do a little slice there, and then I peel off that first go around. Some people say I waste the onion like that, but sometimes that outer layer is just a little tougher. So I am going to do maybe a fourth of this onion and chop it up. And then I'm going to put some season on it. It calls for this one season. I didn't have it, and I probably won't use it very much, so I'm just going to use my own seasoning here that I already have on hand. And then what we do is we take this and then we cover it. So we gotta let that sit for a minute, because anytime you make anything in the microwave, it has to sit for a few minutes just so that it can finish up cooking. Now the next thing we're gonna make, I'm gonna do some French toast. Let me see what this part. Going too fast. Okay, so it calls for a chicken breast cut into strips. So I have my chicken breast here and my Tupperware knife. I need it to be a little closer, but we're going to make it work. So I'm just going to cut the chicken and to strips like this. Someone told me to try to cut it at a diagonal when it's cooked, so I'm going to try to do it at a diagonal while it is raw, see if that makes any kind of a difference. So I'm just making it into thin little strips while we're waiting those 3 minutes. This is something you could have prepared ahead of time. Recipe things. Battery's running low. Oh. Okay. So just get that chicken sliced. See how easy this knife is slicing through here? I love this knife. And there's two other sizes that come in the set. There's one that's a serrated and one that's a paring knife. So got my chicken cut into strips. And this is the first time I've done this recipe, y'all. So you'll get to see how good it is with me. So wash off my knife here. Vegetables. Look here. Steamed veggies. Let's do the fork test. Nice and tender. Nice and tender. Carrots. They're like a little crunch left in them. So I'm sure if you wanted them more, you could do that. And just get them right out of there. This is great if healthy. I made some earlier too. But this is the ones that just came out. And as you can see, they just right in two like that. So those are nice and very good. So we got those. It's a little hot. Open it up. It's cooked there. And it has that spice in it, so I'm going to stir it around a little. And then I'm going to put the chicken in. And it didn't say, oh, that's a little warm there. Now I know in these you're not supposed to cook stuff that is like bacon or sausage, things that have a high grease and fat content. I was surprised to see this recipe, so I thought, oh, we'll try that. So I got my chicken and stuff in there. I think I might add a little spice to it. And this is one of our Tupperware. Then we have to wait on that, and I can go ahead and let's see. I think we'll pause now, and I'll come back in a little bit.